Oh, thank you. We are VETIVER GRASS King SABAH. We're international. What we're holding here is the nails of the earth. That's what we call it. The vetiver grass, the bamboo grass, the Chrysopogon Z90, and it's the ideal #1 natural solution to secure landslides. This is a young, massive slope which has got massive, high percentage of rocks and granite still underneath the actual plastic, and we coped in hot weather and was able to cover about 60% of it with the vetiver grass, and now it's expanded to a higher percentage because it just continues on filling outwards as the tillers, or basically the bamboo shoots, expand, and the surface area continues growing even where there's rocks. Okay, the key is the deep roots of the vetiver is soil binding. It's a stabilization. It's an anchor. That's why we call it the nails of the earth. The density of the roots in a network binds the soil, and that brings a reduction and the risk of erosion. That minimizes the running of fast-flowing water, which is caused by landslides, So the cost effectiveness is this. The lowest cost is the most affordable solution compared to any other engineering method. You know, the normal cost of retainer walls and concrete barriers and all the other standard protocol or standard practice of landslides, this is about a 60 to 70% reduction. Now that varies subject to the scale and the speed of recovery. Now you can see here, these growing from just bamboo shoots and little bulbs, and you can see now after 3 or 4 months, 5 months, the extension, the actual the development. So there's so much massive cost saving to the client, and not only that, it's very little minimal maintenance, unlike large scale concrete slabs. Okay, and there's no guarantee now these concrete slabs have got their 10 or 20 year life frame. They're actually falling within 5 years, 7 years, and even earlier, because we're talking about global warming. We're talking about extreme weather conditions, and you can see that is concrete creates these beautiful flowers. We call them the Christmas tree flower, the vetiver Christmas tree flower. No, it does not. There's a powerful impact to the environment. So with those deep anchoring roots, they can extend the root system about anything from 4 to 7 meters deep. They're like anchors, providing the most excellent soil erosion, reinforcing and stabilizing vulnerable soil, landslides, mudslides. You know, there's so many environmental benefits, not only economical, which is sadly the key, that most people will use vetiver, and more people are starting to understand, but there's many benefits that you will receive, and the surrounding nature, the surrounding environment, you know, and not only that you're going to have in soil improvement, okay, it is actually adds organic matter, okay, enhancing the microactivity, because the deep roots bring microactivity that is like a clay breaker. And additional that, behind the back of the hedgerows, there's these terracing, the build-up of organic material, such as creating these terraces that would normally be washed away. So there's actually an increase of high-grade topsoil. So it reduces the runoff. Okay, so it minimizes, it soaks up the runoff, increasing the water and holding capacity of the moisture. So it's no longer, you actually create soil. So it's the ultimate erosion control. You can't compare this to any other plant. And not only we call it the nail of the earth, it's the miracle solution. It's called the miracle grass. Okay, it's a system that's effective, okay, in all types of weather and all pollution, high levels of pollution in water pollution, high levels of soil conditions with hard rock, clay, sand, and you know the climate change benefits. What comparison is a concrete slab with all its downstreaming problems from the increased heat, and it's such an unnatural solution for landslides. It's the only one out there, but there is now a new green, total new green, biodiversity improvement. This is something that it creates a habitat for insects and microbes and various organisms. It's one of the most powerful visual. We call it the miracle evergreen solution. You can see our workers here continuously planting wherever they can find soil, because the majority of this project was rocks and granite still. And you can see by our operation, we actually plant and supply massive volumes of the big clusters of fully developed root systems and bulbs, right? And for the numbers that we need, literally hundreds of thousands of vetiver pieces, we use the bamboo shoots, and most of them have got no roots and no shoots. But when you plant them, then within days and weeks they start shooting, and within months they start shooting leaves, and the roots start establishing and creating that anchor effect, that stabilization. Okay, the slope stabilization, preventing landslides, mudslides. So this is one of the most friendliest ecosystems, and we are here because we are doing videos just like this one on multiple projects, and this is a difficult, very steep, large slope, okay, with so much rock, and we were forced to plant through the plastic or the tarp because it was too vulnerable, because there was people living on either side and down the base of it. This is a residential area. So this even is a super miracle of survival. There's no other plant that can handle the heat and the lack of moisture, even though we are watering them in the early days, but it's very difficult with the level of heat generated by the tarp. But it's a testimony of how powerful this solution is, the evergreen solution. You know, I touched upon how visually this is an evergreen solution, but truly it's like if this is the ultimate in slope repair, in stabilization. We call it bioengineering, okay? But it's a green landscaping that does the powerful job of securing and making them greener and more pleasant, making a landslide become a beautiful evergreen hedge. Now, when this vetiver becomes established, and you trim it and you cut it as needed, based on the weather and maturity, it stays green, evergreen, no matter with droughts, floods. It'll never have another landslide, mudslide. So the visual aspect of it and all those environmental, not only the environmental, it's basically impacts on the people around the actual slope. They don't like seeing a heavy, hot, ugly scar of the earth like this here. Right here, this is the slope, the concrete slope, which is all this orange was the same as that concrete retainer wall, and it all fell down. Hundreds and hundreds of tons fell down. And then a standard practice that everyone uses is the orange or colour tarp, and then we planted through heat waves, through hot weather, through extreme weather, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of vetiver. We change our systems of planting as we follow our systems based on the numbers of vetiver, the time of planting, and including the weather. The weather is the key factor. So you can see here with these videos, some of these areas now are starting to really become 4 foot and 5 foot high and very big, even though we planted some large clusters. But we also feed them with our own SOS organic fertilizer. This is a really powerful additional, we call it an innovation in our vetiver technology, is having the world's best pure organic fertilizer that fast tracks those root systems. So this is the lowest cost and the most effective solution for all landslides globally. Okay, the benefits of vetiver, the miracle grass, is the lowest cost and most affordable choice for any landslide, any soil erosion, any banks of rivers, anything, any area of erosion. The recovery of slope stabilization miracle solution. It's sustainable, the most cost-effective, and the most environmentally friendly solution that really does help. It does create a reduction. There is it's supporting reduction in global warming. It has to be. The amount of heat it stops, the insulation and the animals, the microflora and all those benefits to the environment. So there's so many ongoing. In fact, I'm with these days with technology, writing a book. We're videoing thousands, and we're going to be developing tens of thousands as years go on. Okay, this is a powerful. Please look at our YouTube and TikTok. We always give powerful bonuses at the end of these videos. We really appreciate when people go right to the end of the video. You know, it helps to promote our channel, our TikTok and YouTube. Our TikTok is actually Vetiver Grass King. Our YouTube is Vetiver Grass King SABAH. We're international. We help charities. We help cooperatives. We help people in need. We'll accept all inquiries. If there's so many people that's got urgent needs because of all the extreme floods, we've even suffered a flood on the 1st of the 7th this year. 1 month ago, we suffered ourselves multiple damaged farms and loss of product. Because we've actually experienced 4 different floods over the last 6 or 8 years, we've got a great passion when people are in trouble and they can't afford the traditional time-consuming, expensive, slow process of landslide repair. That's why we give generous overcounts. Our slogan, we will never be beaten in vetiver grass price. It is impossible. Test us out. We remain, because we offer such a professional service, our price will remain better. Bonuses, our free bonuses cannot be beaten. We'll outbid anyone.